Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hugo Quintanilla here with another live. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. This is your space, 15 to 20 minutes a day to learn about real estate and what is beneficial for you. So I hope that you're all doing well. Today we're going to actually be talking about a little bit different concept than we have been in the past. I just came off doing a live for a listing, but I just came back from California, and in California, the homelessness epidemic has hit an all-time high. The number of homeless that I have seen have multiplied to a point that it is incredible to see so many people suffering from this in one spot. That being said, it made me think a lot about how difficult it can be when homelessness does strike. Homelessness can strike anyone at any time. It can happen. You know, tragedies do happen on the daily. And sometimes it is very difficult and hard to recover from any such tragedies. So, today we're going to be talking about finding immediate housing assistance in Montgomery County if you or someone you know is experiencing homelessness. So, please hold on to this live and save it for later. Share it with a friend. Hold on to the tidbits that I'm going to share in this live so that in case you or someone you know someday experiences homelessness, you have this little cheat sheet that you can use. I am going to be sharing the links that I'm going to be talking about rapid fire after this live. So do not fear. If you want to check out something that I am going to be talking about, I will be supplying the links after the live on Facebook so you can have them accessible. And feel free and follow on all their social medias so that you know where to get that information. If you don't know by now, I am Hugo Quintanilla, your licensed realtor in Maryland with Long and Foster. I can help you buy, sell, lease, or invest in real estate. My phone number, 240-389-4846. My email, hugo@lnf.com. And my website is yourrealtorhugo.com. So please, ladies and gentlemen, reach out, stay communicative, because homelessness can impact someone very close and near and dear to you. So take proactive steps to get them help whenever you see that they might be going through something. So it's better to tackle these concepts early on while the event is happening, the homelessness is happening. But obviously, everyone is in their own mental headspace when homelessness does strike, and you need to be conscious of people and meet them where they are. You I have lots of experience with homelessness and dealing with the homeless population, but more than anything, they're humans. Treat them with dignity. You would never want someone to knock you down when you're down. There are many that are suffering from mental illness, ailments, physical and mental, sometimes even spiritual. But the long and the short is there are a million and one reasons why homelessness happens. But if you want to stop living homeless and stop being homeless, there are steps to getting out. So it's never impossible. It's hard. It's not easy. It's cheap. It's not cheap, but it's you can do it. You just have to learn the techniques and build strategies to make the most out of your situation and rebuild, because sometimes it's not so much the knockdown of getting knocked down into homelessness. It's how you decide to rise from this. Some people never decided to rise and they stay homeless forever. There are a lot of people that really can work but choose not to for X, Y, and Z reasons. Again, we're not here to judge the reasons of homelessness. We are only here to help the symptoms and alleviate some of the pain. So, before I digress any further, let me start the presentation by saying that number one, emergency shelters are by far the best bet that you have. Contact local emergency shelters in Montgomery County, Maryland, there are several such options. Interfaith Works offers emergency shelter and transitional housing, and Montgomery County Coalition for the Homeless, MCCH, provides shelter and supportive housing programs on their website. So I will be sharing both of those websites. And those shelters have their rules, have their regulations. Please reach out to them. Don't be scared. If you want to get off the street, if you want to be safe, please reach out to them. Don't don't feel you're never worthy of help. There are a lot of people that put themselves into mental prisons when it comes to their problems, and they feel that they are not worthy of receiving help. But reach out. Reach out. There's no reason why anyone should lose a life out in the world experiencing homelessness. Number two, 211 Maryland. Call 211 or use 211md.org for immediate assistance. This service can connect you with local resources for housing, food, and other essential services. So it really can be a lifesaver. Listen to them, take their advice, get help, because it could be the difference between you being alive tomorrow or not. And like I just said, we don't want to lose anyone to homelessness. Number three, social services. Visit the Montgomery County Department of Health and Human Services. They can provide emergency assistance, food stamps, and other benefits. They have, again, their own stipulations on their website, so feel free and look at their information whenever possible. Number four, community action activities. These agencies offer a wide range of services, including housing assistance. And in Maryland, check out Community Action Agency. I'll share their website a little bit later as well. Number five, faith-based organizations. Many local churches and religious organizations provide temporary housing and support. Now, not all churches are outfitted with this. Please do not take it upon yourself to go move in, install your tent in a church. That is extremely disrespectful, and also probably not the best way to go about getting help. But please reach out to some of these faith-based organizations. They have support. There is, again, no reason why we should be losing lives to people, to homelessness, because of shame or guilt or blame. Silly emotions in the long of life, and how important life is and how valuable life is. So faith-based organizations, though some people might have their own reservations about being involved with them, they do make change in the community, and they do help. So reach out to them and see if they might have something that might be able to help you or that particular person. Number six, Housing Choice Voucher Program, formerly known as Section 8. It is now known as the HOC voucher, the home. Oh man, I am just blanked on what that. But it's an HOC voucher. It's a voucher that basically gives you money for the week. Well, I'm sorry, for the monthly rent, and either does it based off of your pay and helps you pay a portion of it, or fully covers it by the government. And you don't have to worry if you qualify because of their certain rules and regulations. Usually, if you're from a lower income tax bracket, or are just struggling, they can help you out. So the applications do take time. It is a process. It is not like a normal transaction. It's not like just applying with a normal credit. But there are tons of programs that offer stuff like this. So using a program like this can get you a leg up and help someone get out of the streets. Apply for housing assistance programs like Section 8 through Montgomery County Housing Opportunity Commission, and I'll send the website up after the live so that you guys can check it out. But HOC, Section 8, whatever it's called, it's still the Housing Choice Voucher Program, and it can help you anywhere from 30 to 100% of your rent get paid. Number 7, nonprofit and charities. Organizations such as the Salvation Army and Catholic Charities often provide temporary housing and support. Again, these are on a case-by-case basis, so make sure to do your research before you go there and get a rude surprise. Number 8, transitional home housing programs. Look for transitional housing programs that provide longer term solutions while you work towards permanent housing. They sometimes have lower income housing requirements, and then they also have options for someone that maybe might not earn as much. As we know, we have an aging population, and it's difficult to keep up with the job market sometimes for them. So these homes are great ways to give them housing and keep them off the streets. Are they luxurious? No, by no means. But it's a place. It's a roof. It can bring you safety. And at the end of the day, that's what we all need, a little bit of security and safety. Number 9, legal aid. If you're facing eviction or other legal issues related to housing, contact Maryland Legal Aid for assistance. They can guide you on the best practices and what to their 2 cents might be on where to go from here. They, I'm sure, have varied service, paid and not paid, but check them out. It is a great service on behalf of Maryland's Legal Aid. Number 10, the last one for today, online resources are use websites like homelessshelterdirectory.org to find shelters and services near you. So there are already certain programs and websites that are geared towards helping the homeless overcome this barrier of home ownership or home leasing. Again, I'm a firm believer in mentality and how your thoughts can create your future. Homelessness is but a symptom of a larger problem. So sometimes doing an internal analysis of what is really going on, if you are really trying to get out of homelessness and breaking the cycle of poverty, doing a thorough analysis of conscience and figuring out what it is that's really the problem and the root of the problem may be the most beneficial thing to do. So again, take everything with a grain of salt. I'm but here to give you some of the information that's most common in case you immediately needed to find a home. But we shouldn't be losing anyone to homelessness. And it was truly shocking to me to see how many homeless people were wandering the streets of California. It it's very eye opening because it shows you the impacts of what an overinflated market, a hot market, can be. Because I'm sure a lot of these people, well, some of them at least, weren't homeless before 4 or 5 years ago. So times are changing. Things are moving and shaking. There's huge initiatives legally to try to address these types of issues. But at the end of the day, you gotta want to make the change yourself. You can only do so much for someone else until they really have to pick up the baton and run it home. So you can try, share this live, let them know about the information, send them some of the links. But all in all, you have to want to make the change and break the cycle of poverty and homelessness. And I believe that the power of your thoughts, prayers, and faith in God can really make huge waves in your life and change your life overnight. So don't ever shy away from some of the things that we take for granted. Don't forget that you are alive and that it is a gift. So preserve it, take care of it, live your best life. Don't deny yourself a good future. And I know it's not always our fault why we became homeless, but if we choose to stay homeless, I think that is our fault. So, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this is just your space to learn more. I kind of want to keep this more as a relevance topic sort of live. So, we're going to be naming this something else. But as of right now, this is going to be part of the Daily Real Estate Live, where we'll be talking about the concepts that we usually talk about when it comes to buying, selling, leasing, or investing. These topics, though, are going to be more towards the social, political aspects of real estate and how actually the real life of real estate plays out in people's lives. Why people really hate realtors, why this is really becoming a very difficult profession for many because they weren't doing the bare minimum. So now that commissions are in jeopardy, we are seeing more and more training on how to better serve our clients into the future. So stay tuned. I'm here to provide value to you in any way that I see fit. And again, I'm here to help make this a learning experience for you. So feel free and reach out with any of your questions, comments, concerns about live or about any of the topics we talk about, because it's fuel for the project and we can help maybe someone else answer some of these very important questions that we all might have. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I am your Realtor Hugo, licensed in Maryland with Long and Foster. Hugo Quintanilla is the full government name. 240-389-4846 is the phone number. Hugo at lnf.com is the email, and yourrealtorhugo.com is the website. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. 3 lives back to back to back. So I hope that you all are having a great day. Shout out to Sway Flips over there on Instagram. Thank you so much for all the love. Please check out his store, Sway Flips. The new store is open, and they will be having weekly pop-ups. So check them out for the next time that they're in your area. If you don't know about Sway Flips, they have collectibles and a whole bunch of memorabilia, as well as thrifty finds and cool pop culture items. So definitely worth a watch and a look at his page and his store, because if you're into 90s nostalgia or anything that's cool and historical, he can probably find it for you. So again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for the support with everything that I've been doing recently. It really has been such a learning experience to go out there and see another state that's just so different than Maryland. It makes me appreciate this state so much, and it makes me value a state like California so much more. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to everyone that invited me out. I can't tell you enough how special you all made me feel there. And I will see you all soon. Not just virtually, but I'll see you guys in California again soon. I don't think it's going to be too much longer before we see each other again. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating. I can't tell you how much I'm grateful for your presence here. You make me feel seen and heard. So I just want to provide value for you all. And it really is an honor when I get compliments on how this is being done and where it's going. So thank you for seeing the value. I really do appreciate it. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Be safe.